Hey my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Aarti. I'm a dentist. It's kind of funny because although I'm a dentist, I've literally never made a video about being a dentist. I think the reason for that is because I don't want dentistry to be my whole life, and it just really isn't my whole life. But I do think these videos would be quite fun to film, maybe every year, and see what I think as time progresses and I'm a dentist for longer. So firstly, a little bit about how I got into dentistry. I didn't choose dentistry because I was obsessed with teeth or anything like that. I feel like personally I've always liked talking to people, and I really wanted a career where I felt like I was making a difference and helping people. And I feel like dentistry is one of those careers where you are allowed to do that on a very personal one-to-one basis. As a young girl, seeing women in dentistry was so inspiring. I saw women who were confident, kind, helpful, so happy, and it looked like they really had a life outside of dentistry too. They had families, they had hobbies, and I just really could see myself being a dentist in the future. And honestly, it's kind of mad that in the UK, we have to pick our careers at basically age like 14. But I'm very grateful that I chose dentistry. After I saw these amazing female dentists and watched over them for like 2 weeks, dentistry soon became my dream career. But I also knew how competitive it was. Being Tamil, my parents had to flee their country from a civil war. And so I didn't have any family members in healthcare apart from my older sister, who's just 1 year older than me, and she actually pursued medicine. And kind of just seeing her go through the process, I was like, oh my gosh, this is very daunting. This looks very difficult. But I'd say I was pretty set on it with my heart. I think although it was scary, I just kept thinking about the women that I saw and how I really, really liked their lives. And I really wanted to at least give myself the chance to do it. However, what I didn't expect is how much dentistry would push and test me as a person. Because as chatty as I was with my friends in school, I definitely had social anxiety, and that didn't matter in dentistry. In a career like dentistry, you meet new people every single day. That's literally your job. You have to explain things, lead conversations, build trust, and make people feel at ease, even if you're really nervous yourself. Also, during uni, being constantly assessed and having so many exams, and I felt like it was very critical. Like, you were very criticized in a good way, and sometimes a not so good way. It was very humbling and definitely knocked my ego a couple times. So yeah, it was a lot of character building for me. Those are some aspects of dentistry that I didn't expect when I initially applied for it. And I also want to touch a bit on uni. If you're on uni and you're watching this, I'll happily tell you that I did not enjoy uni very much. I really struggled to find my people. I found it really stressful having exams and being constantly assessed. I felt like there was no safety blanket until you passed every single one of those 5 years. But because I struggled so much, I had such a rich and full life outside of dentistry. I think it's kind of the reason that I got into dancing. Really decided to prioritize my relationship with myself and go on solo dates and reading all the books that I talk about now that I'm passionate about. And I think it was really, really good for my inner growth as a person and like develop myself. But by the end of uni, I was so nervous to start working, and I just felt like I wasn't ready. But to my surprise, I feel like being in the real world and actually having a real job was a lot more easier for me than being a student. And I felt like being in the real world and meeting real patients just definitely was something that I was suited better for. Yeah, that's a little bit about me. I definitely want to say dentistry is something I do. It's not who I am as a person. But that said, I'm really grateful for the version of me that it's great. Finally, I want to say that if you are considering a career in dentistry, although I'm only 25 and newly qualified, I have worked for a year now. I think you should be prepared for a lot of self-discovery. I feel like you get tested in ways that you don't expect. I'm pretty sure that's probably the case with any career and any journey you go on. But yeah, it takes a lot of faith. But yeah, you definitely grow as a person. Thank you so much for watching my video. I really hope you enjoyed. I actually did a podcast kind of talking about my dental journey in a bit more detail. So I'll leave that in the link below for anyone that's interested. Yeah, otherwise, I hope to see you for more videos, a little bit more about dentistry, but more so about healing, growth, and my mindset, because those are the things I'm really passionate about. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video, and I'd love to hear what you think. If you're a dentist, dental applicant, or even if you're just a normal person who wants to know more about dentistry. See you in my next video. Bye.